Shalom, shalom. We're the brothers from the GMS Branch of Chicago. First and foremost, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Bahashim,
Bahasham,
Yahushai,
Yahushai,
Bahashim,
Bahasham,
Kakodash.
Kakodash.
Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to those who elect, Lord willing, to be a part of that number. All right, we're the bros from the GMS Branch of Chicago. I'm Brother Kudar here with.
Brother Ibadia.
And this lesson is going to be about Jacob's trouble because we're heading into some very scary times. Okay, more so for the wicked. Okay, because we understand that the Lord is going to take care of us, but at the same time, we understand that the Lord is going to have to strengthen our spirit, give us an upgrade. We're going to enter into another glory because we're about to see things on a day-to-day scale that we've never seen before. Unless you've been in military, see certain things, even that's, not, you have one up, on an average citizen or whatnot. But even that, Jacob's trouble is going to be a time like never before, as the scripture says.
It says Jeremiah 30:7.
Mhm.
Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it.
That's right. So a time like never before. Look at the transatlantic slave trade. Look at the Arab slave trade. Look at the 70 A.D. when the Babylonians sacked the temple. All these horrific things that has happened. It says Jacob's trouble. It says nothing is going to be compared to it, man. So it's some very scary times that we're headed into. And this brother actually had a dream about it. And vaguely remembers. If you want to let him know.
Just pretty much just a state of complete chaos and violence.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Hey, the scripture says the love of many, because iniquity abound, the love of many shall wax cold. And that word for cold in the Greek goes into cycle. The scripture talks about in 2 Ezra, the 15th chapter, which I have right here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It says, 2 Ezra 15 and verse 14, woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. Okay. And a modern day sword is the gun. All right, it's about to get wild out here, man. Okay, it says, for there shall be sedition among men and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the courses of their actions shall stand their power. Okay, so people are going to be going against their government, all right, uprising against their government as we see today. Look at the riots in Minneapolis, all right, all around here in the U.S., all around the world, Okay, hey, people invading one another's cribs, man. All right, hey, the scripture talks about if these things be done in the green tree,
what shall be done in the dry?
So, hey, this is still considered the green tree. People still walking around, living out their everyday lives, man, and this crazy shit is happening. So what more when the lights turn off? It just said in the course of their actions shall stand their power. So people are gonna do whatever they want to do, man.
No more rule of law.
Yeah. No more rule of law. And the mask. See, everyone in America it has on a mask. They operate on a day-to-day with a mask on, man. But you're gonna really see who they really are. Like the Joker said. He said, I'm just ahead of the curve. As soon as the lights go off, these people are gonna lose it, man. As a matter of fact, let me grab that quote real quick.
While you do it, I got the Luke 23:31. For if they do these things in a green tree, what shall be done in the dry?
Mm-hmm.
So we're already seeing uproars of the people, insurrections. Man, we see crazy judgments every day of like mothers deleting their children. All right, all types of people dying deaths being judged in so-called accidents. Hey, this is just the beginning of sorrows.
Mm-hmm. That's right. I got the quote right here. It says about a joker, you see, their morals, their code, it's a bad joke. Dropped at the first sign of trouble. They're only as good as the world allows them to be. I'll show you when the chips are down, these civilized people, they'll eat each other. See, I'm not a monster. I'm just ahead of the curve.
He's not lying.
Hey, yeah, these people got a mask on. You're gonna see them their true selves, you know.
Yeah, Con. Exactly.
Like that nigga off The Purge, Diego Time. You know, hey, these the times that we're in, man. You know, and it's only gonna get worse. You was over one.
Yeah. Basically, Yahushua Hamashiach said he came to divide everyone, man, because the truth cuts that line down the middle. You either on this or on that side. You know, the men's foes will be of their own household. So that, like the brother said, like the Joker said, that mask can come off. Everybody's gonna be like the Joker. That's what that word psycho goes into.
That's right.
Cold.
Yeah.
You have no remorse. You have no compassion. No nothing. You just cold, blanked out. Fuck it.
That's right.
And that's gonna be on a massive level.
Keep reading it just a bit more for you. This verse 17: a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. Okay, because Esau is going to create certain checkpoints. Okay, just like the C-19, you couldn't. They lifted up the bridge here in Chicago. You know, you couldn't go to certain places if you weren't a essential worker. You know, and it's going to be on a mass scale now, because now Trump, by which through the Spirit we believe, after the Passover, the floodgates are just going to open, man. You know, that's what it's looking like. You know, we hope so. You know, through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shai. But he's planning on having National Guard all throughout the United States now. You know. if that's not martial law, then what is it? The Insurrection Act is martial law.
Right.
You know, it says, for because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor. Okay, he's not going to spare him. Okay, all that. Like I said, they got on a mask, man. All that. Good morning, my friend.
Right.
You know, inviting them out to barbecues and shit. You're having a family cookout, a block party. You know, no.
That's green tree shit.
Yeah. Hey, now is life or death. Now your kids against his kids. He got to feed his family. This the time that we in, man. Okay, it says, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. Hey, and that's the point, man, because of lack of bread. So there's going to be food out here. It's going to be a lack of it. It's going to be scarce. And they're going to fight for every little crumb of it, man. You know, to the point where they even gonna eat each other. They gonna eat their children. Like that's what the scripture says. The hand of the pitiful woman have sodden their children. You know, Sodom means to boil. You know, I know you have one, brother.
Matthew 10:34. All right, because Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is doing all these things, man. This is his will. Matthew 10:34. Think not that I am come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword. For I am come to set a man at variance against his father, and the daughter against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. And a man's foes shall be they of his own household. And we already see it, man. You can already feel that that separation happening. You can really feel that separation happening, man. The line is getting drawn clearer and clearer. And that fairy tale reality is breaking down. It's breaking. So like the brother said, man, the true colors, the true intents. Hey, what does it say in Hebrews? That the word is a discerner of the intents of the heart. So it's over with. The mask is coming off, man. It's over with. The foes will be of their own household, man. Yahushua said, I came not to send peace on the earth, but a sword.
Yep.
And it says, he that loveth his father or mother more than me is not worthy of me. And he that loveth son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me. And he that taketh not up his cross and followeth after me is not worthy of me. He that findeth his life shall lose it. And he that loseth his life for my sake shall find it.
Kind of got one for you. This Daniel 12 verse 1. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people, and there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. And at that time thy people shall be delivered, every one that shall be found written in the book. All right, and that's only talking about the elect. You know, that's only talking about that 1/3, that remnant that's going to be delivered. You know, and in that 1/3 is the elect. Okay. the governing ruling body. All right, you got the woman and children as well. Okay, that's destined to be delivered. Okay,
Yep.
but everybody else outside of that is done. It's over. You know,
They had
Like-
no cover
no covering, man.
in that storm.
No covering, man.
It said this Psalms 91:14.
That's spirit.
Because he had set his love upon me, therefore, see, because he had set his love upon me, therefore will I deliver him. I will set him on high, because he hath known my name. We have known the reputation of Yahweh Bashim Shai. We have known the truth of the scriptures and worship believe on the Son and worship the Son. And as it says in the scriptures, man, we know his name. That's the elect. That's the hopeful elect. That's who's
Right.
gonna be set on high when the flood comes. Here comes the flood, bro.
Yeah.
Like the water's a little bit on the ground right now, the puddles and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, deliver me out of great waters, the hands of strange children.
Mm-hmm. God. Hey, could you start at verse 1?
So yeah, Psalms 91:1. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. I will say to Yahweh, He is my refuge and my fortress, my God, in whom I will trust. Surely he shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence. He shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his wings shalt thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler. Thou shalt not be afraid for that terror by night, nor for the arrow that flieth by day, nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday. 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee.
Hey, that's bodies, man. That's a lot of bodies. You know, and you're gonna need toughness to get through that. The smell of it, the sight of it. You know? Hey, but it shall not come nigh thee, meaning we're gonna be protected. We're gonna have the hedge. Okay. You got it, bro.
Verse 8, only with thine eyes shalt thou see and behold, only with thine eyes shalt thou behold and see the reward of the wicked.
That's right. Hey, this is their reward. All right. You play stupid games, you win stupid prizes.
Yeah.
You know? You wanna live like a heathen, you're gonna get the judgment of the heathen, man. You know, you're gonna be wicked, you're gonna get the judgment, the reward, the consequences of a wicked man. You know? You got it, brother.
Because thou hast made Yahweh, which is my refuge, even the Most High, thy habitation, there shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwellings. For he shall give his angels charge over thee, to keep thee in all thy ways.
That's right. Hey, the Lord is going to protect the elect. Okay? He's going to give the angels charge over us, man. Protect us, all right, from these calamities. All right, hey, situations were like, how the hell did he get delivered out of that? Hey, the Lord's going to come through for us. Nothing is impossible for Yahweh Shema Shai. You know, he's the one orchestrating the whole show in the first place. Okay? And that's where that faith comes in, man. You know, hey, we going to see the reward of these niggas. We going to laugh at them. You know, meanwhile, we're getting protected. We're getting fed. You know, Isaiah 65:13. You know, we're getting fed. They hungry. You know, hey, the spirit been real heavy on martial law, Jacob's trouble. You know, Isaiah 4:1 as of lately. You know, I had a quick one. This Proverbs 1 and verse 20. It says, "Wisdom crieth without; she uttereth her voice in the streets. She crieth in the chief place of concourse, in the openings of the gates, in the city. She uttereth her words, saying," and that's the prophets out in the highways and the byways. All right, it says, "How long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity? And the scorners delight in their scornings, and fools hate knowledge. Turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you. I will make known my words unto you. Because I have called, and ye refuse. I have stretched out my hand, and no man regarded." And the Lord is stretching out his hand through the prophets, and y'all slapping it. You know, it says, but ye have set a naught on my counsel and will none of my reproof. So, hey, niggas not trying to hear it, man. They don't want to hear it at all. It says, verse 26, I will also laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. Hey, and the Lord is going to laugh at your calamities through his men. We're going to be laughing at you niggas, man. You know? And that's going to take a different spirit too. to see that shit, just laugh, man. You know? It says, I will, when your fear cometh as desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish cometh upon you, then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. Okay, for that they hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of Yahweh Shem Shai. All right, so you're going to try to, niggas only want to get right when it's too late. All right, even these wicked ass niggas that get locked up, man, they only turn into an idol when they in the jam, man.
Yeah.
You know? What you got it, brother?
Micah 3:4. Then shall they cry unto Yahweh, but he will not hear them. He will even hide his face from them at that time, as they have behaved themselves ill in their doings.
Mm.
You know, talking about our people who don't want to take heed, who don't want to worship Yahweh Shai.
We got this. This is the book of Isaiah 65 and verse 13. It says, therefore thus saith the Lord Yahweh, behold, my servant shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servant shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servant shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. Behold, my servant shall sing for joy of heart, but ye shall cry for sorrow of heart, and shall howl for vexation of spirit. So Yahweh Shem Shai is going to protect us. He's going to feed us. He's going to clothe us. You know, he's going to shelter us. You niggas, you got to go through the gauntlet. You got to go through it, man. They say for you to be saved. And as a matter of fact, I can prove that. Because all these calamities is for the wicked. All right, we could prove that. This is Sirach 40 and verse 9. It says, death and bloodshed, strife and sword, calamities, famine, tribulation, and the scourge. These things are created for the wicked, and for their sakes came the flood. You know, so this is for the wicked. Jacob's trouble is for the wicked. You know, you got to keep that in mind. Okay, you got one?
Lad. I was trying to grab something.
Okay. How's it worded?
In Sirach, it's like he will deliver him again. In the time of temptation, he will deliver him again. Did you have something else?
Nah.
I got this one too, actually. Sirach 4:28. Strive for the truth unto death, and Yahweh shall fight for thee. So that's what's going to have to be. In these times, you got to strive to the truth unto death.
Mm-hmm. Or are you referring to Sirach 51?
What does it say?
I'll read it for you. It says, Sirach 51 and verse 7, it says, they compassed me on every side, and there was no man to help me. And I looked for the succor of men, but there was none.
Mm-hmm.
Then thought I upon thy mercy, O Lord, and upon thy acts of old, how thou deliverest such as wait for thee, and savest them out of the hand of the enemies. Then lift up I my supplication from the earth, and pray for deliverance from death. I called upon Yahweh, the Father of my Lord. It says that he would not leave me in the days of my trouble, and in a time of the proud, when there was no help. Was that one?
That was beautiful.
God.
That's the prayer of Sirach.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Hey, so the Lord is going to deliver the elect, man. You know, we're going to call upon him in distress, and he's going to deliver us. He's going to get us up. He's going to get us out of these jams, man. You know, you got it?
Yeah, it's Sirach 33:1.
God.
There shall no evil happen unto him that feareth Yahweh, but in temptation, even again will he deliver him. So it's going to be temptation. It's just not going to be your demise. Because even in Revelation, it says, well, you will be tried for 10 days. The devil will cast some of you into prison. He's already casting people into prison on a large scale, man. People who didn't do shit. You see the clips.
Yeah.
ICE hopping out. Who know? God knows at this point, is it ICE, this National Guard mixed in?
Mm-hmm.
They're hopping out like a gang.
Mm-hmm.
They like 4 of them get out the car. Buddy was recording. He's like, whoa, what y'all? He's like, what y'all on? What y'all on? They got
his
on,
ass
bro.
up.
They
Yeah.
got on that quick. They got out there like, yeah, don't run. Like, for real, like 5 of them. Like,
yeah.
they're like, don't run. But dude doesn't even know what's going on, bro. Nobody knows what's going on except the prophets.
Con. Yeah, that was it, brother. You got another one?
No, that's it.
Con. We'll close out on that. Lord is edifying. We want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Double honors to the apostles, the elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessing to all four elect. Lord, let me be a part of that number. Shalom, Kwame Sharala, and Abba Babal.
Abba Babal, Shalom.